Hello people, I am Sky Demolisher and welcome back for another From the Collection Fridays, a series where I take things from my collection and show it to you, my viewers. And this week it is my Avatar The Last Airbender Aang from the Series 1, I believe, Diamond Select Toys. Yes, Series 1. So you've already seen two figures from this line. The next three videos will just be the last of the figures that I've got from this line, and I think the last one I showed was in Aang. And you're probably thinking, oh, you know, why did he choose to do this one first? And it's like, because this one came with something I didn't realise it was coming with, and thus it must be the first. Momo. Even though this is not really focusing particularly well. I still haven't figured out what the hell's wrong with the camera when it comes to this stuff. But there you go. Momo. From what I remember, like, there were no images that showed that Momo came with this guy. So I was quite surprised to find Momo in there. It's very nicely sculpted, Momo. Doesn't sit particularly well, I should say. You know, sort of off-centre. He is kind of moulded in a way that kind of makes it feel like you should be able to chuck him up on the shoulder or something, but he doesn't really appear to balance on it. He's kind of not fully balanced in that, which is unfortunate. He does sit though. So this figure comes with Momo, as you've just seen. Comes with the ear bending special effect. Aang himself, and one of these clear bases. Now I don't have all of the clear base on this one. I just used enough of it to put the ear effect in there, and I will take the ear effect off. Because of the weight of it though, you have to have the figure on with the stand, otherwise it's going to tip. But yeah, you end up with like the full clear length one. So it's kind of amusing that I think like all of Series 1 only came with this clear base with the arm, and then I have other figures that I think are Series 4, and they came with the clear base, arm, and an additional black, a black stand for the figures to stand on, which is very handy because it means, you know, you can split them apart. So you can see that ear effect just sideways on there. I've got him posed in such a way as kind of making it look like he's using the effect. And it's not like the full covered cloak or, you know, top that he wears early in the series. I think this is all based on like season 4. So by that point he's down to like the sort of sash shirt and stuff. So what I will do is I will take the figure off, just because it's easier to cover this. So you can see the ear effect there. You get like a double swirl and then like long effect. You can adjust the arm so that, you know, you've got it say on that kind of angle if you want, and the arm is very handy for adjusting. Now I have probably said it but might not have, these particular stands can be both good and bad in that they can be a little hard to manipulate the joints and they'll pop out. I haven't broke a single one yet though, so you know, that's all good. And the clear base comes with a little single foot peg, so you've got both holes there in the foot. That's his face. Do have the full 360 thing, and I believe, yep, you can yank his head off so that if you want, you could do, hold on, because I've got the other figure here to the side. Pull that one off. So you could take his Avatar State head. There's a really nice pock sound. Now the skin tone is a little different to, like, you know, to my sight. Like, you can, oh no, I think you can pick it up there. One is a lot more sort of tanned, but yeah, you can swap the heads over and that, so you can have them with a different head if you've got a few of the figures. Articulation wise, you know, you got your shoulder. Now it is locked on the shoulder, unfortunately. There's, like, they didn't cut this open, so while he has an arm in there that does move, it's limited to this. Although you can probably pull this off. If you take off the head and stuff, you should be able to move it. There is a little bit of elbow. The elbow action, though, again, sort of hits this top thing, and you got your wrist articulation. He does come with another set of hands, so you can have them, instead of having the fist, you can have, like, the open bending hands. Double knee joint, a bit like Katara, you know. One leg will come out quite well, the other is restricted by the skirt. So if this is to have been like soft goods, probably would have been better. Bendy ankle, like the boot armour and stuff, like the paint jobs on these are really good, and you've got the full waist articulation, but ab crunch there, 360 head, all of that. So, you know, articulation wise, these guys are pretty good. Like the Avatar State one's a bit better because no restricted arm, but you know, all around very quite nice. It does have the hole in the back, so you can attach them to that stand for, like, being up in the air, or you can use the you know, the Avatar stuff from the previous one. Not that he would be able to go into Avatar State like that, but if you wanted to have the Avatar State version of him, you could. Now this one actually has pretty good ankles, the other ones not so much. So having them on the stand really is like the sort of best option. And that once you get them into the foot pegs, they're pretty good for standing, but outside of being on the stand, they can be very difficult to keep standing. I should also point out it's only got the single entry mark, just like Katara's one. So just check that on there. Just come off the base again, so then sort of, you know, use them to have more dynamic poses and actually have the effects working, which is one of the things I quite enjoy about these figures. That, you know, they've got effects that do sort of work in well with the characters, and because of this clear arm, you can turn it, you know, like that way if you wanted, so you can have it more, you know, vertical posed, or you can have it on diagonal, whatever. It's very handy for that sort of stuff. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this, and I'll just go quickly over him because, you know, you saw the front, but you can see like the nice paint job on the sides. Got a stripe. The tail does move. I suspect that would probably break over time though. So yeah, got a nice little Momo to go with them, which I think is awesome. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.